Hello, everybody. Um, I'm back. Actually, um, make another video as I have um in the past. But yeah, that was a really weird intro. But yeah. Anyways, hi. And today I thought next week, or maybe later this week, depends. I'm going to do the trilogy of Brat, and it's completely different, but also still Brat. Now, if you don't know what that term is, it is the Brat Remix album. Now, it was announced on my birthday, September 12th, set for release on October 11th, which at the time of recording, and hopefully the time of uploading, unless I procrastinate uploading it like I usually do, is this coming Friday. And I think it was last week or the week before, I made a video going over some predictions that I had for some of the remixes. Now, there were 6 released remixes, 5 of those were on the remix album, and I made predictions for the 11 out of 16 remixes yet to be revealed. So all of the remixes were every single main album track plus the guest remix featuring Billie Eilish. So I made predictions for all 11 tracks except for B2B because I had no blimmin' clue what that could be. I might have made a suggestion, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to look over some of the features that we've got, which ones I got right in my predictions. Spoiler alert, it wasn't many. Sorry. And also, give you a bit of backup info on, the lead up to the announcement of the track list. So, shortly after I made my video, Charlie XCX decided to start posting lyrics to some of the remixes on her story. Now, I can't remember if it was the first story or not. I think it might have been. But there was a story, and this was the first of the unknown remixes that was confirmed. So I said in my predictions video that one of the possibilities was the BB Tricks remix, because it was on a Boiler Room set. I think it was Boiler Room, New York. In sorry. And on his story, she posted a lyric from it. Now, I've only ever listened to that song once, and that's when I was watching the DJ set. But I recognised the lyric because, yeah. So that was the first remix confirmed. And slowly over the next few days, she released more lyrics for the remixes. Most of them weren't obvious. The only ones that were like very obvious, but right, there were 3 categories. One of them was who the hell is this? What song is this? And who's singing this? Absolutely no clue. It's like double Dutch to us. Number 2 is it's obvious which song it is, but we don't know who the featured artist is. And number 3 is you're revealing the song. Now, there were, most of them were just like unknown ones. Then there were a couple that were in the classification, not classification, I meant to use like a simpler word than that, second category. Now, of course, I don't have all the lyrics up in front of me, so don't take my word on it, but I know that there was a I might say something stupid. One, I think because it used like, oh, I'm famous but not quite, um, or something like that. Like a lyric that's like a sort of rework of one of the lyrics from, I might say something stupid. It was one of the first ones, if I remember correctly. And then we had the rewind one, which was like, oh, I wish I hadn't done that deal. I just want to rewind. So it was obvious it was rewind, but again, I didn't know. Um, there were talks of it being Blady, so there we are. Um, but I didn't know. And then there was one that was a so I that was pretty obviously a so I lyric, because it was like, back to when I think about the good times, one smile crack the entire world open, which obviously is so I, but again, we didn't know. And then the two which were the most obvious ones were Club Classics BB Tricks and Too Hot When I Sweat Just Lick Me. Now, if you're a real fan, um, yes, Shade. Um, yeah, if you're a real fan, you'll know that that's a lyric from the 365 Party Girl remix with Easy Fun and Shy Girl. It's Easy Fun and Shy Girl, not just Shy Girl, Charlie. I will not stand for this Easy Fun erasure. Same with A.G. Cook. I'm not letting you erase him from the Von Dutch remix. It's not just Addison Rae on that track, it's A.G. Cook as well. So, don't try it. But yeah, anyways. And then soon after, billboards started popping up for different artists that were in the style of Brat. They were reversed. And these were obviously, um, artists featured on the album. Now, these were posted over, many different days. And, sorry if I'm, yeah, I'm no, that's 360 Brat. No. Yeah. Anyways, um, and they were all the featured artists. There were, I think, 17 in total. So there's 17 featured artists over this entire thing. Right, so the first ones were in Minneapolis, I'm going to say. But I know that the first two were definitely Tinashe and Bon Iver. So, and ones that, and they started popping up all over the place. And then once all of them had been posted, she made a post of all the billboards saying Brat, and it's completely different, but also still Brat featuring, and then a colon, and then it was all the slides. And the artists are as follows: Ariana Grande, Addison Rae, which we already knew, A.G. Cook, which we already knew, but not for the song that we thought it was. Young Lean, which we already knew. Bon Iver, Troye Sivan, which we already knew. BB Tricks, The Japanese House, Tinashe, Julian Casablanca, the 1975, Billie Eilish, which we already knew. Blady, Caroline Polachek, Robin, which we already knew, John Hopkins, Lord, which we already knew, and Shy Girl, which, from the story we already knew. Um, and then, so we knew the featured artists, but the track list still wasn't revealed. So we still had, so we knew, so including unreleased and released remixes that we knew, it was 360 featuring Roman and Young Lean, Club Classics featuring BB Tricks, Talk Talk featuring Troye Sivan, Von Dutch featuring Addison Rae and A.G. Cook, um, Girl So Confusing featuring Lord, um, 365 featuring Shy Girl, and Guess featuring Billie Eilish. So 7 out of the 16 remixes. So we still had 9 left to guess. and we just knew all of the featured artists. Now, we were left guessing for a few days, and of course, I can't know this for certain because Charlie XCX is our favourite messy girl. Um, she often does things very spontaneously. One example that you can see of that is the constant hinting and teasing of Spring Breakers before Brat, even though that she kept on saying, it's not on the album, guys. It's not on the album. Basically confirming to us that there was a remix album. Uh, and and that was until, I think it was Saturday, where a post went viral because a I think it was either a shop might have stocked it early, or somebody got their order quickly, or somebody was just on the inside and managed to have a copy that Charlie gave them and they leaked it. Who knows? But somebody showed I think it was the back of a CD showing the full track list. And then it was until Monday, I think well, no, today's Monday, yesterday, when Charlie XCX had a sweat tour and she was holding a piece of paper and she threw it to somebody in the crowd and saying, this is the track list for the remix album with all of the features. Share it online. Which, messy, messy boots. And then they posted it online. She reposted it and said, with the caption Friday, and it is as follows: 360 featuring Roman and Young Lean, Club Classics featuring BB Tricks. Do you know what? From now on, I'll skip over the ones that we know. Sympathy is a Knife featuring Ariana Grande. I Might Say Something Stupid featuring the 1975 and John Hopkins. Talk Talk and Von Dutch we knew. Everything is Romantic featuring Caroline Polachek. Rewind featuring Blady. So I featuring A.G. Cook. Girl So Confusing we knew. Apple featuring The Japanese House. B2B featuring Tinashe. Mean Girls featuring Julian Casablancas. And I Think About It All the Time featuring Bon Iver. And 365 and Guess we already knew. Um, Now, yeah, that's the track list. Now I'm going to go over my. Also, it's to note that that leaked track list from the CD was not fake. It's exactly as that says. So, now we're going to go over my predictions versus the actual ones um, and see which ones I got right. And if I look at it, I got two right. One of them was really obvious, one of them was pretty much obvious. So, it's now on Spotify now, so, if you've got an album countdown and it says the track list, but you can only play the pre-release songs, it's like that. So, 360, didn't need to guess. So for Club Classics, I said CC Energy, BB Tricks. Sympathy is a Knife, I said Taylor Swift remix, instead it was Ariana Grande. I Might Say Something Stupid, I said an extended cut, but 1975 John Hopkins. Talk Talk, Von Dutch, we already knew. Everything is Romantic, I said Rosalia, but it was Caroline Polachek. Rewind, I said Troy, but it was Blady. So I said AG, it was AG. Girls Are Confusing, didn't need to guess. Apple, I said Chapel. Apple Chapel. But it was the Japanese House. B2B, I literally had no idea, but it was Tinashe. Mean Girls, I said Dorian Electra, but it was Julian Casablancas, who, if you didn't know already, is the singer of the rock band The Strokes. I Think About It All the Time, I said George Daniel remix, but it was Bon Iver. And 365, I said Shy Girl, well, Easy Fun and Shy Girl, and it was Easy Fun and Shy Girl. Yeah, now we're going to talk about my thoughts and track lengths. So, Club Classics, BB Tricks, we've already heard this. I think it's okay, but I think I would have preferred, CC Energy or even a Madonna remix, which somebody in the comments of my predictions video highlighted. Sympathy is a Knife, Taylor Swift remix. I go back and forth with it. One side of me, it's like, they're two of my faves collabing, yes. But the thing is I have a mutual who literally kept on saying, I will unstan if this is real. And, like, I asked them, why are you so against it? And, they said something about, like, chart cheating and stuff like that, and I agree to disagree. Um, like, the chart cheating, it's like a thing that I won't get into. But the one thing was, Charlie Taylor has nothing really to do with the sound direction of Brat. It wouldn't really suit her very well, and I totally get that. But Ariana Grande, really? I think we would have just done better with Spiraling. The George Daniel easy fun edit. And then, and I think that Charlie and Taylor, they need to collab, but I think it should be on a Reputation Vault track. If Charlie and Camila Cabello aren't on the Rep Vault, I will unstan, because that's just like the canon. Because they were the opening acts on the Rep tour, and I just love to see it. And then there we are. And yeah, they're totally right about that. But also, and it's kind of, the thing is a lot of people are saying, it would be like the same as Girls So Confusing featuring Lord, but Girls So Confusing featuring Lord was a very organic thing. Doing it, as you say, would be a very synthetic thing, and Charlie wouldn't want that, Taylor wouldn't want that, and it might just end up sounding a bit forced. I might say something stupid. I think the extended cut was just a bit kind of like just throwing something out there. The 1975, and John Hopkins, I don't know who John Hopkins is. The 1975 Ratty Healy, I think that's why Taylor didn't feature on it. But also, Sympathy Is a Knife featuring Ariana Grande. I think what's happened is production has been altered to more suit Ariana's style. Because the track lengths are here as well. And it's saying it's 2 minutes and 34 seconds, which, if I remember correctly, is a pretty similar length to the original song. It's 3 seconds longer. 3 seconds longer, which, it means that there's probably not much difference. It's probably like at the end there's Ariana Grande just doing a little riff for like 3 seconds. And I might say something stupid, it's 4 minutes and 10 seconds. Now, if you don't know about track lengths, I might say something stupid is the shortest song on Brat. 1 minute and 49 seconds, I want to say. This is the second longest remix on this, behind the So I remix. And John Hopkins, I don't know who he is, nor do I care. Just like, I think I just hope that, like, they haven't really altered the production much, because I really like that production of I Might Say Something Stupid. I don't know, just something about it. It's just, like, so good. But yeah, Talk Talk, we loved it. Von Dutch, we loved it, but, like, not the best remixes. Everything Is Romantic featuring Caroline Polachek. Now, this one kind of, because I would have expected a more, like, like, international artist. But Caroline Polachek, I feel like she is going to eat. She is going to eat it up. But, like, not, it's going to be in a way that, like, Everything Is Romantic, we expect a remix that's going to be very similar to the original song, and I feel like this is going to be very different to the original song. You have Guess featuring Billie Eilish, and Girls So Confusing, which are basically remixes where it's just like they have an extra verse. But then you have, on the other side of the spectrum, you have Von Dutch and Talk Talk and 360, which are basically just remixes in name. The only similarity is that 360 is basically just the same beat, but they created new verses over it. Talk Talk, again, it just has the outro of Talk Talk as like a hook, like a pre-chorus, and then the Von Dutch remix is literally just, all it has to it is just them saying, I'm just living that life. Like, there is, like, zero similarities between it. Then we have Rewind featuring Blady. Blady is an artist that, like, a lot of you have recommended to me, and I've never really gotten into. I have heard a couple of his songs, and back in, like, 2022, and I liked them, but, like, you know, and I feel like he's gonna do well on this song. By the way, the length of Everything is Romantic Remix is 3 minutes and 23 seconds, which is the exact same length. So actually thinking about it, it might just be Caroline, like, hopping on it. Then we have Rewind featuring Blady, which is 2 minutes and 42 seconds, which is actually, I think it's probably, like, the only remix, apart from actually 365, that is shorter than the original song. It's, like, only about 5 seconds shorter, but it's, like, okay. And then we have So I featuring A.G. Cook, which is 4 minutes and 39 seconds. So I was originally, like, the longest song on the record. And the thing is it's, like, all the songs are, like, 29 seconds, and this one is the only one that's actually, like, a fairly conventionally length song. But even then, this is adding an extra, like, minute onto the track. So it's like, and that's actually bringing it from a fairly normal length song to an actually fairly long song. So, you know, AG's got a verse, obviously, because, like, you know, or, you know, they've got a longer instrumental break, and, like, AG is, like, replaced a verse. Girls Are Confusing, we love it. Like, best remix. You know, Apple featuring the Japanese House. I don't know who the Japanese House is, nor do I really care. But it's like, you know, we love it. We clap, we cheer. Wait. Okay, so Apple is 2 minutes and 31 seconds, and this remix is 2 minutes and 37. So it's going to be pretty similar. B2B featuring Tinashe. I feel like this is going to be on the more rework side of things, although, yeah, again, it's actually one of the remixes that is shorter. You know, you wouldn't think it, I don't know, but B2B is actually one of the longest songs on Brat. It's just short of 3 minutes. And this is 2.5 minutes, so it's shaved off like a 20 seconds, so it's probably going to be a remix, a rework. And then, you know, I feel like Tinashe is probably going to, like, eat this, but, like, I don't know how she's gonna do it. Mean Girls, Julian Casablancas. You know, Julian Casablancas, he's a member of the Strokes, which is like a rock band, so we might be getting Mean Girls rock remix. Although, why have we got Mean Girls featuring a male? We've either got to have a male, or we've either got to have a female or a gay on this track. Because, like, you know, gays can, like, get away with, like, calling himself a girl, because it's just like, you know, there we are. But, like, a straight white male, are we really doing this? But, like, I feel like it's gonna be okay, but, like, you know, yeah. And then we have I Think About It All the Time featuring Bon Iver. That's got an extra minute on it. So I think Bon Iver is gonna sort of play the role of, like, what I said in my predictions video of, like, what I said George Daniel will do, and sort of playing that partner and discussing with her about whether they should raise a family. And I feel like it's gonna be one of the more introspective tracks. I feel like most of these tracks are gonna be like, like party bangers, but like this one's gonna be a bit more introspective. And then we've got, 365. Now, 365 featuring Easy Fun and Shy Girl, not just Shy Girl. Why have we got the Easy Fun erasure? And yeah, this one is incredibly short if you think about it, because if you don't know the origins of this track, it was actually the first track ever teased from the Brat era. It was January 30th, where it was like a promotional video for the DJ set, and it was played in Easy Fun set, and it was basically an instrumental apart from like 365 Pie Girl, and like 365, 365, 365, 365, 36 Pie Girl, and that was it. And then Radio 1's Big Weekend, she started playing it, and she brought out Shy Girl. It included like the repeated verse of like 365, but halfway through Shy Girl comes out, and like it's basically just the same track. Like the original track was like what, like literally like a minute and 55 seconds, and this one is 2 minutes, so it's just molding around it. To be honest, I wish it could have been a bit longer. Like, even if she just repeated the mantra of what I think. Oh, I just came up with this in my head. What she could have done is she could have done the intro, 365, the mantra 365, Shy Girl's verse, the rest of the mantra, and then repeated the mantra again, and then in the middle, Shy Girl comes in again, says like a little verse, da da da, drop. Or, what we could do is, do like a little, almost True Romance sort of like thing, where when it comes around the second time, Shy Girl is saying like when I'm in the club, yeah, I'm that, and like halfway through, Charlie XCX comes in like spitting a verse, like it, and that would be quite cool, and it would actually buff up the track a little bit. I feel like that should be what's happening here, but the 2 minute version I'm fine with, but it just means that I might have to like repeat it twice. And then guest featuring Billie Eilish, we love it. And then we've just got the entire album, which I've already reviewed on my channel, and I'm not going to review it again. But yeah, anyways, that was predictions part 2. And hopefully later in the week or next week I'll upload a video of my full review on the remix album. So thanks for watching. Goodbye.